Man, we got a special episode today at Chasin Birdie, little banter session with a special guest.
Very special guest.
Why don't you introduce this cat?
Well, guys, we like to consider ourselves the three amigos, and we are drinking Casamigos. So, really not. I'm having an Amstel Light. Ryan's drinking a non-alcoholic beer, and our counterpart of the three amigos is drinking Maker's Mark. And let's everybody welcome Brandon Katzeff.
Thanks, boys.
BK.
Thanks, boys.
Second time on the pod.
But this is like you, man.
Yeah, this is just you.
You're here.
One and only.
No partner, no Eric Tangrady to overtake the conversation. It's just you and us.
No, I appreciate it. You know, I love seeing you guys record earlier today. It was very exciting to see the growth of the podcast. You know, it's obviously we talk every day. We're in multiple text message groups, and Jonathan and I are on a daily basis speaking. So I love seeing you guys grow. I love seeing where this is going, and just excited to be a small part of it, even if it's ragging on my putting skills. So,
well,
no, listen, you are the epitome of the show. You're chasing birdies in life.
Chase birdies with you guys every day.
Yeah.
And,
so, I mean, people really don't know much about Brandon Katzeff. They just know that you missed 2 footers or 18 inches. Tell the listeners a little bit about what you do for a living and how you chase birdies in life.
What do I do for a living? So I'm a jeweler. You know, my mother started a retail store, Jonathan. We've built an awesome wholesale manufacturing company. You know, we design, manufacture diamond jewelry. We sell to other retailers all over the country, as well as having the retail store in Uniontown, Pennsylvania that Bash, your family, has been a part of since before I was born. And, you know, we've grown up together. Jonathan, you know, we were college teammates, and our paths crossed numerous times, and we made the decision to partner in business and
in life.
Yeah. And that's become the three amigos, right?
There you go.
The three amigos.
Yeah, but you took that business and you grew it.
Oh, dude, he took
Scaled it.
David's gonna be listening. He's gonna be crying. But he did. And I'll speak for my friend over here. He took that business and grew it a lot. And he works very, very hard. That's why he can't have fun on the golf course, bud, because he's always working.
Well, listen, you people out there from Pittsburgh or even West Virginia or Ohio, wherever you're listening from, you see the show that this jewelry store puts on a almost bi-yearly basis, right? Christmas and summer.
Yep. And
they go above and beyond for their customers, their friends. You feel like family from day one you meet them. So I think it's more than just the jewelry business. It's the whole it's
relationship business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, life's all about experiences. You can choose to shop for jewelry or listen to podcasts. You have a choice to make your own decision to make a purchase or whatever the case may be. But we love what we do. We're passionate about it. We're extremely excited about it. And I think that is what experience you get when you walk into the store, or even when you talk to any of our staffs. And, you know, Jonathan's talk about our growth. Well, we couldn't do it. It couldn't just be me.
Right.
You know, it has to be a team, and adding Jonathan to the team and the staff that we have every day, you know, in the office, because Jonathan's on the road. I'm on the road. Right now, we're sitting in Nashville, Tennessee on a Tuesday afternoon, about to go to an exciting hockey game. And the three boys are here just having a good time and talking about life.
Now, let me ask you something. You knew probably early on, maybe you didn't, but you went to college and you had probably an intuition you were going to get into the jewelry business, perhaps. Now you have 2 young ones of your own, James and Sarah Kate. Are you going to allow them to navigate their path, or are you saying, hey, Sarah Kate, you're going to be the diamond slinger here in 20 years?
No, definitely they're going to create their own paths. You know, if they want an opportunity to join the business, they're going to have to do with what
my parents... You're going to
have
to sell it to them.
No, my parents made me work. I mean, the one thing that I can say about my parents is that everything that they had, that they built, they worked for. And I was able to, you know, take the heart of my mom, hopefully, and the brains of my dad, and put them together to build what we have today and grow the business. And, you know, they put a path in place for me to go to GIA, to go to our factory in India. I mean, I literally traveled the world learning about the industry, and, you know, worked in a retail store. I wore a tie every day in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, because people still thought I was playing golf, or, you know, asking me what the next golf tournament I was going to be in. And I wanted to show that I meant business by wearing a tie and being professional.
Yeah.
That I was there to take care of their needs. So
you are a professional.
Yeah, you got in the family business. I always told my dad I wanted to be in the family business, and he told me that I couldn't just like walk into being a dentist. So it was a lot like Step Brothers. Right?
I wonder. I would love to see you take your dad's.
But
now I got a question for you guys. So you guys have been doing this podcast for how many episodes have you recorded now?
SATs, 22.
22 episodes. You guys have started, at point A, and now I think you're all the way down to letter Z. But what does Chasin Birdies mean to you now from the time you started to where you are today?
It's an interesting question. We just had a friend of the show on, Matt Stell, and I asked him the same question, and I said, "What does Chasin Birdies mean to you?" And he said, "Shoot your shot." And when he said that, I really thought about that. And he's right. You think about, for me in business, with the jewelry side, I shoot my shot, right? Every wholesale partner that I go into or a potential customer, I'm shooting my shot. And to me, that's everything that Chasin Birdies in life and on the golf course entails. We're shooting our shot with this. I'm shooting my shot with your line jewelry. You're shooting your shot with Joyce's. And, I shoot my shot with my wife. Attempt.
Well, yeah. No, with respect to this podcast, I mean, I think it's got its own brand kind of going. I think we're finally getting to a point where we can say we have a structured show. We get the guests on, we talk a little bit about what they're doing and Chasin Birdies in life. And then naturally, the whole common denominator of the podcast is golf. So I think sky's the limit, and like he said, we just got to shoot our shot. Really.
I mean, how cool when you started this. I mean, you've had the highest regarded sports psychologist. You've had the best women's professional golfer who came on the show and won a major a couple of weeks later. You've had reality stars, NHL hockey players, amazing country singers and songwriters. Like, I mean, where it's come in the 22 episodes, did you ever think that you would be where it is today and keep it rolling?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, you'd be lying if you said yes.
No, and that's why I would not say yes, because I would not lie.
Well,
I would say no.
I mean, the cool thing is that the people that we have interviewed that you talk to, yes, we've had relationships with some of those people, but a lot of the people we have interviewed has been from those relationships, right? Like, we didn't necessarily know Shep Rose, but that was from another person. Somebody like Colt Ford, who's going to be coming out. That was through another person. So we're starting to get, which I guess you can say, a referral of other celebrities passing on to other celebrities about us.
Well, so, that's a testament to business, right? I mean, the biggest compliment that you can have is referring someone that you've done business with to your business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest compliment. And, obviously we're here in Nashville and we've been doing business since we've been down here. And, whether it be jewelry or the podcast, I mean, there is so much exciting things happening, and it's awesome. And none of it would have been taking place if you haven't shot your shot, right? Or chased that birdie.
I tell people everything starts with an idea. Everything. Write it down. It's an idea. And it's the difference, like we talked about today. There's some people who can take initiative, take action, and make it happen. And there's some people who just sit back and
try to let it come to them.
And you can't be that person. You have to get out there. You got to be hungry.
Especially today's world, right? I mean, the world is a crazy place. It is a crazy place, but you got to make the most of every day, right? I mean, we have wonderful families. We've got great friendships. And, for me, Bash, we talked about this. None of us here have brothers, but we've literally pushed each other. I mean, Jonathan and I are in the same industry. We work together. You're in a completely different industry, but we tell you, hey, dude, you're rocking and rolling. Keep it rolling. Or, dude, I think you need to focus. I think you need to get back to your nuts and bolts. Get back to your fundamentals and focus on what you're doing. So I think that's the other good thing that we have for each other is we're great checks and balances. We're supporters of each other and we push each other to be better.
We're not afraid to kick each other in the dick a little bit, huh?
No, I mean, literally brothers. Like, there aren't two other people that I would consider brothers from another mother.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, bud. Wipe that tear.
God, that's awesome, man. It's the first time you ever said something nice to me.
Oh, shit. But it was awesome Bkatz came down. They had jewelry business to take care of. And,
I didn't tell you the story about real quick. All right, I'll cut you off like I always do.
That's all right. Good.
We get to the airport yesterday, 8:30. We're sitting there at breakfast, and this lady comes over. The bartender comes over. She puts his plate down in front of him. She says, "Do I know you from somewhere?" He's like,
he loves it.
I don't know. And deep down, he's just
he's loving it right now.
Pepe loved it.
Pepe
was so excited.
Yes. So she said, "You're that guy on TV in that commercial, aren't you?" And he said, "Yeah, for Joyce's Jewelry." She said, "That's it." She said, "That's so cool." And he was grinning ear to ear, boys. He's in the show now.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, every morning
he's there.
I watch Channel 4, and I always see the Joyce's your commercial.
Now, we partner with a great marketing company that really helped us get our brand out there. And, we're in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, Fayette County, which, some say is the bottom of Pennsylvania, but I think it's the best place in the world. I love it. And we live in Morgantown, West Virginia, where life is easy. It's a great quality of life. And we have great golf. We have great people, and we have so much fun. And we have the ability to travel to Nashville, Tennessee to do business or have fun. We have the ability to, Jonathan and I were in Tampa. He told a funny story about going to the Lightning game, but we were in Tampa, Florida a couple weeks ago.
Boys really got tickets for the night.
Yeah, we are. We're going to see the Preds and the Sharks. It's going to be a great game. I've got some invested interest on the ice. So,
and think about that for 1 second. We're in Nashville. We're not from Nashville, right? We're from West Virginia, PA. You guys are here in Nashville doing business with someone from San Jose. They happen to be playing in Nashville. And guess what? We're at dinner last night, sitting there like we're fucking boys, like 5 bottles of wine, sushi rolls, tad pie, tay, or whatever comes over. I mean,
Julio Jones.
What happened? No, what happened? Some guy comes up and he hits Bash is styling and profiling with his ponytail. He's got his hair up, done right, looking good. And this gentleman walks up and he says, "Bash, is that you?
Yeah.
Pepe, what are you guys doing here?"
Yeah.
Nashville, Tennessee. How awesome is that?
That's fucking cool.
Welcome to the spotlight, boys.
That's building your brand. He's talking about being in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania airport, but we're in Nashville, Tennessee next to Julio Jones, and boys are recognizing you two.
Yeah.
You know what that's called?
What is it?
Chasin Birdies.
We are chasing birdies, boys.
I mean, come on.
My wife told me, she said, good Lord, she said the doors can't be any wider in this house anymore.
Nah, but you know what? Here's the thing, dude. I'll be honest with you. I know you all are successful in your endeavors. We're all young and we've all been doing our damn thing. But at the end of the day, I think every one of us, we're extremely humble. I mean, we are. You have to remain humble through all trials of life, no matter what level you get to.
Because what is success? I mean, Jonathan and I literally had this conversation this afternoon. Success to me is having a beautiful family. I have a great wife, 2 healthy kids, healthy parents to help us. Great in-laws there to support us, a great team.
Yep.
And I love doing what I do on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm on my phone a lot. I work hard, but
hardest worker I know.
We play hard too.
Hardest, nonstop. Brandon Katzeff is nonstop working 24/7.
It's all of us though. I mean, we feed off of each other.
Yeah, but you definitely.
But we love it. I mean, I truly love what I do. It's not, I don't go to work. I go to the place that I love being and I enjoy to do it. And I make the decision to do it. And, we have fun every single day. I mean, I think that's the biggest part. We have fun.
You have to enjoy what you do in life no matter what. I don't care. 2 things. Enjoy life no matter what, okay?
Yep.
And just try your best. It's not, it's 2 really simple things. If you're doing something in life, why do you want to just do it average?
No.
Right? Why?
100%.
What? If I showed you my phone right now, you looked at my goals. Every January 1st, I make 15 goals that I want to accomplish. I mean, the one goal this year was work out 3 times a week. All right, like that was just added there.
I mean, bud, you haven't worked out 3 times all year, eh?
But my point is, why do something that you can't give 110% at, right?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Well, I think the commonality of that is, we had our parents. All of our parents were very hard workers. All of our parents pushed us, whether it's in school or education or sports, athletics, whatever the case may be. They've set the groundwork for us to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have each other to continue that. I mean, seriously, our group of friends, our people, our circle, we strive to be better. And I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. Matt today talking about him chasing birdies. You know, he was talking about being in Pinehurst and he was a 12 handicap. And now he was proud to say he's down to a 10.4 or whatever the case may be. I mean, you don't have to be a professional, but just that little grind of becoming better, chipping better. Me, I mean, I'm trying to putt better, right? I mean, because, you know, whatever the case may be, you want to be better. And whatever you do, you want to be the best at it or at least strive to be better.
Yeah. Nailed it. And bringing it full circle, let's talk about that golf game a little bit.
Everyone here. I mean, everyone. Bash, how do you rate your golf year?
Chasin Birdies is proud to be partnered with Holderness and Bourne. Holderness and Bourne makes some incredible golf apparel, and you can check them out online at hbgolf.com. My man to the right here has a little bit more to say about them.
Yeah, Holderness and Bourne has the tailored but not tight approach to the golf shirts. Fit great, small, medium, a little more tailored. Then as you get in the large, extra large, it gets a little bigger. But it's a polished look across all sizes that they have. We love the internal collar stay that are sewn into the shirt. Ryan and I's favorite pieces are the Maxwell shirt and the Ward sweater. So check them out at hbgolf.com.
My golf year was not good. And it doesn't mean that, and believe me, I'm not okay with it.
You guys had the biggest success that you've ever had as a partnership.
We have.
We did.
We won the Pikewood National Member Guest. There we go. But I'm not down.
I think we got a little, honestly, I think that might have been the worst thing. We got a little big for the britches there, bud.
But it was a big deal because you and I were giving back like 4 shots. I mean, we get into the shootout and we're giving the field shots.
It's commendable to win. I mean, I don't think people realize how good of golfers that the two of you are. You know, you guys host these podcasts and you talk about golf, and typically you're talking about your guest play. You don't talk about you guys. I mean, you guys are in the amateur world are world-class golfers. I mean, you are giving shots back to the course, and people don't realize how hard that is. You know, on a day-to-day basis, you have to break par to
even have a chance.
Right, where a 10 handicap, you know, they might come out and make a couple birdies. You're playing match play. It's very different than playing stroke play, and where every shot counts. And I think that's the biggest difference in amateur golf is, you know, you're playing hole to hole. You're not playing cumulative score. And, you know, when you're competing or you're playing in member guests, you know, you're playing points or you're playing every hole counts. So it's such a big difference to playing an amateur event or playing a stroke play event, club championship, things like that, where, you know, you've gotten everything out. There are no gimmies.
No. And getting back to your question, I'm not down about it. I mean, I can honestly say I had not had the best year of golf, but I know my potential.
What do you think right now you need to work on?
You know, it's like I'm like 2 or 3 swings away on my drives. Like it's like 1 or 2, 3 holes around. I'm just screwed. And typically I'm not missing fairways too often, but that's been the Achilles heel somewhat. And also missing greens and not getting up and down. I mean, normally speaking, I can get up and down from the ball washer. This year, he rolling his eyes at me.
Bud.
No, it's true.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, no, it is. And so when those 2 things aren't working for the boy,
it's tough.
It's tough, man. I'm struggling to break 78 because I'm not getting up and down. But I'm not going to let that deter my determination for next year to come back stronger.
Just work a little harder now.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell?
Bkatz, how would you assess your golf this year?
You know, we started off hot. Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of golf in the spring and through June with a member guest. And then since then, it really died off for me. We focused on work. I mean, our companies are growing. Our kids are at the age where they're getting into activities. And honestly, for me, that was the biggest thing is consistency. I mean, the consistency of my golf game is the key to my success. If I'm hitting it straight, you know, you can score more. I mean, typically for me, irons are my strongest suit. I hit long irons very well. Putting obviously is my weakest,
which is crazy.
Game. But Yeah, if I'm hitting my driver in play, typically I'm scoring well. So I think driver and putting, I mean, in between, I'm confident in.
Mhm.
Sometimes the consistency hurts.
What about you, Mr.
Yeah.
Peppy?
JP.
It was a roller coaster of emotions this year. It really was frustrating. I would say driver is my best club in the bag. No matter how bad I'm hitting it, I hit my driver good. It was okay this year. Irons were pretty bad this year. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just looking at the date that this episode is going to drop.
Okay.
And I was just going to say it's November 4th.
My chipping is lackluster. What are you laughing at, bud? Hey, I'll tell you this much, though. Those Betty wedges, you saw me last week. That's the first time I heard
you wedge it a hell of a lot better.
So, okay. And then my putting, I would say this is the best I've putted in
100%. Your pencil grip.
10 years.
Made a world of difference.
I've gone to from 10 feet and in, or I think somebody asked you, like, when does he do it? Honestly, it's where I feel comfortable. 10 feet's probably my max. But if it's a big bender, I definitely pencil. If it's straight, sometimes I just normal grip it. It's
feel, right? I mean, that's the golf game. Like, it's feel.
Just leave me alone. Like, I'll do what I want to do. But it was tough, man. It was. I know people were going to be rolling their eyes like Tango and Neil and all them, but it was a tough year.
Well, I tell you, the last time we played at Nemacolin, you hit your driver the best that I have ever seen him hit that driver. I mean, he hit number 8, everybody, at Mystic Rock. Not a long par 5. It still takes me 3 to get there. Wow, driver 3 would. But anyways, my man here hit this drive 360, 330, every bit of it, 9-iron. And then the day before it, 6-iron, dropped it in there like it's hot, made eagle.
Yeah. I mean,
you hit your driver well.
That's the thing. I come in waves.
But the strongest point of your game is I tell everybody, for not being a professional golfer, you're the most consistent driver of the ball. It's long, it's straight, it's high.
It doesn't move.
And you're putting. I mean, that's, we all know our keys to the success of our game.
I mean, if there's a wedge guru out there, I'd love to hear from you. But honestly, Rocco, I told him, I was Rocco Mediate, which he's big on now on social media. I was watching him, and he was talking about wedging it around the green, and he basically said, like, lift your hands up and not toe it, but start it off at the toe. And that's what I did whenever we played, and it worked, bud. So whatever, you can laugh at me all you freaking want.
No, I'm not. But I'm just thinking back to the first time I looked at your wedge, and it's so hilly.
Well, because they didn't. My club supplier didn't bend it 2 degrees flat.
That's probably why.
That made a difference.
So we talked about the season past golf game. What are you looking forward to in the future? I mean, what's next?
Well, it depends. I mean, if I move to Nashville, I don't know if I'll be in the WVGA next year, but I probably
you'll be in the Tennessee golf section.
Yeah,
bud.
I'll be back with Carter. But truthfully, I'm looking forward to getting a little bit of a break. Honestly, I mean that sincerely. Like, it's going to be nice to have a little bit of a break. Let some of the bad habits kind of go to sleep. Early 22, maybe catch a round somewhere with you guys before we go to Pinehurst in March.
Well, I heard good news. They're keeping Shepherd's Rock open year round.
Oh,
so we'll have the access, the podcast sponsorship, Nemacolin Woodlands, amazing spot. Jonathan and I are fortunate enough to be members there, so we definitely can hopefully get some good weather and play some rounds.
How dynamite.
What about the
Mystic?
Mystic was phenomenal, but here's my question. You guys got to remember it's in the mountains, so it's probably going to snow. But even if it snows, are you able to
use the practice facility? Yeah. Oh, the practice facilities. They've got the new TrackMan range. Yeah. They've got the Learning Academy with the indoor bays that are heated, plus the inside. You guys got a tour of it recently, right? The inside TrackMan, or what is it?
It's really cool. The TrackMan with the screen inside, and then the whole putting green in the back.
Yeah. No, and so, if we're able to catch a round somewhere, I don't know.
Watch a little football, maybe play a little simulator golf.
Yeah, just to keep a swing going, but not really have to worry about, like, oh my God, I got to shoot 70 today, or else I'm going to, like, lose it. Something like that. Definitely look forward to more tournament golf. I love you guys laugh at me. It's like, oh, this kid plays in like 13 freaking tournaments a year. I love tournament golf. There's absolutely a an addiction factor to the adrenaline when you're teeing it up, and it counts. I mean, it always counts, but when you're playing in a state open or an am or a mid-am,
100%. So
it matters.
Funny story. You play in a lot of competitive golf, and you play in a lot of WVGA events. I started playing in the mid-am, which is stroke play. Fortunate enough to qualify, get into match play, which we played each other this year in the second round. We were fortunate enough to win our first matches. So this year,
we played each other. We did play each other.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it wasn't very good. I didn't hit my driver very well, so I want to rematch at that. But we'll get to that on another episode. The State Open being at our home course at Pete Dye Golf Club, I'm like, if I'm ever gonna play in a State Open, this is gonna be the time, right? It's at our home course. You know, I went to the qualifier. Fortunate enough, got through qualifying, and so who do I get on my bag? You get your boy from Pikewood, that's your normal caddy at Pikewood, to be your caddy. My man Pepe gets on the bag. Poor kid. I came out. I was nervous as hell. I had a late afternoon tee time, probably the worst thing for me to have. I hit some shots. I never hit it left. Boys, competition makes a difference. I pulled some shots left. I think I shot 46 on the front nine, and all Pepe could say is, but if you don't break 90 while I'm on the back, I will never do this again.
It's true.
Fortunately, I finished strong. I think I birdied 4 of the last 3 holes, made the cut. Second round, broke 80, made the cut, which was the goal. But I'll tell you, competition play will bring some shots out. And poor Pepe was on the bag watching it happen.
But you know what? Here's the thing, though. You can't knock it because, listen, I don't even freaking play in golf events. So the fact that he has the balls to go out there and play, you can't really knock it. That's what I don't understand. People, group text, people will say, oh, that guy shot 113. Well, but, he's playing.
Yeah, he's out there doing it. He's
you got to finish. That's what people don't understand. You have to finish every hole. You hit it left. It's not like we're playing, hey, bud, just drop it and take one. No, you're re-teeing, and you keep going until the ball's in the hole. So the fact that you're going to make a 10 on a par 4, bud, you're making a 10.
You're making a 10, and you're counting it. There's no automatic double bogeys or whatever the handicap says.
You're being vulnerable. You're open to the vulnerability of embarrassment and looking like a dummy. Or looking like, dude, I just freaking played so well.
So that's why I love it, dude. I smoke a cigar and I caddy for the boys.
Yeah, you do great. You
read some really good putts for me, I'll tell you that.
So Schwinny, Adam Schwinn, writer of the song here on the podcast, I come down to Nashville a day early before you two guys, and he's like, we're going to play golf tomorrow, which is Monday. And I'm like, well, I left my clubs back in Pittsburgh. So I just rent clubs. And in my mind, it was like, I didn't really care because A, I wasn't like in dire need to play golf, but B, at the same time, it would have been fun. I just rent a set of clubs.
Yeah, get out. No expectations.
No, just whatever. So I get a call at like 11, supposed to tee off at 12:30. He's like, hey man, golf just fell through. And I was like, God, thank you. Like, again, not that I didn't want to play, but yeah, sometimes you get out there, you start using other sticks, and it makes for some fun. But listen, playing at Pikewood a couple weeks ago, hosted a couple guys from great clubs, all in Florida. The one guy, Dino, he works for Mr. Nicholas.
Oh wow!
So
great contact,
great guy. And he's down at the Bears Club in Florida. Dino, if you're listening, shout out to you, brother. It was awesome playing with you. But the point being is this. We had the most absolute epic time at Pikewood. It was beautiful. The weather couldn't have been better. The leaves were orange, yellow, red, which I just got back from Vermont, and they were great there too.
Good foliage.
But these guys are like,
there?
Yeah, very good. But these guys, it's just like you play with somebody like that. 4 hours earlier, I had no idea who these guys were.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, you guys want to come back to Pikewood? Well, let's do a Pikewood and Marion reciprocity, or let's go down to the Bears Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what golf does, man. It's not just about the competitive nature individually, but it just forms these relationships with people that 4 hours prior to teeing off, you had no fucking clue who they were.
There's so many. That's the thing about golf with business. The relationships you make in 4 hours is incredible.
I mean, you go into stores on a daily basis that they won't give you 15 minutes of your time, but you get them out on the golf course, you get them out of their element. You're stuck for 4, sometimes 5 hours, and you really get to know someone, and if you want to do business, if you want to play again, or sometimes you say, hey, chalk it up, and glad I did it, but I'm never doing it again, right?
No, I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not. No, but we had a good time here though with you boys this week.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well, we should do. Let's rattle him off a little bit since we're gonna air this episode.
The tap-in segment?
Let's roll this bad boy into the tap-in segment.
This is the tap-in segment on Chasin Birdies, sponsored by Betnardi Golf. I'm Sam Betnardi, and we are the premier short game equipment manufacturer of 100% precision milled putters right here in the United States of America. We make all of our product in our very own manufacturing facility with the highest quality control standards in the game of golf. Proud winners of the 2021 Golf Digest Hot List Gold for each of our series, the Studio Stock, Queen Bee, and Innovate line of putters. And Betnardi Golf's third generation wedges continue to be the buzz and best kept secret in golf, with a recent TrackMan study showing 10% lower launch and 15% higher spin than the leading competitor of golf wedges. With 85 worldwide tour wins and counting, our putters are trusted by Hall of Famers and the world's best players, winning on Sunday across the PGA Tour and all worldwide tours, including players such as Matt Kuchar, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Fred Couples, and Jason Kokrak, to name a few. Visit betnardi.com to discover unrivaled short game equipment, including our HLX 3.0 wedges.
All right. Well, I'm gonna off the cuff.
Off the cuff, go for it.
Under the cuff. All right, we're good. Yep, sounds good. Yep, here we go. Tap-in segment. Dream foursome.
Dream foursome. I learned to play the game with my father, so I got to have my dad. Honestly, I think Arnold Palmer, growing up in Western Pennsylvania, he was such a icon and a mentor in our game. And, I played in Dalvecchio at Uniontown Country Club, which was like the first competition, and we played against Latrobe, and he came out and watched us hit some shots and complimented me on your game. And it just, you were on cloud 9. So I definitely think Arnold Palmer. The fourth person is going to be challenging. can we do a fivesome? No. We grew up with Tiger Woods. How can you not say Tiger Woods?
No, that's a good one.
I feel like he's the best of the best. And, how can you not join him in the group?
Arnie Palmer, David Katzeff, and Tiger Woods along Bkatz. Love it.
It's like 4 guys walking to a bar. It starts out with a joke. Favorite golf course?
Favorite golf course? I don't think it gets better than Pete Dye when it's in good shape and you got a great group of guys. It's so much fun to play. We have great games. It's a great hang. You never have to worry about anything. But I love Shadow Creek. Going out to Shadow Creek, you're in Vegas, you're with the boys, you're feeling it. You don't even feel like you're in the desert. It is as great a condition course and fun to play.
All right. Favorite college golf story?
Favorite college golf story? I think Pepe knows exactly where this is going.
Which one, bud?
Something that we get to partake in every year, which is the Pine Needles Mid Pines event. This is tap in. So this is the exact first thing that comes to mind. Jonathan is a year younger than me. My sophomore year, we had
this on me.
We had an awesome, great group of guys. My roommate was our stud on the team, and I was fortunate enough to play in every event my sophomore year. And Jonathan's first event is at his home club in Pinehurst, right? We're at the Pine Needles Mid Pines Invitational. We tee off. We're all there. We're excited. First event of the year in the fall. We're playing pretty well, and I look up and I'm like, "Where is my man?" Like, I see the guys. It's a par 5, 15. Is it 15?
15 par 5 at Mid Pines.
Yeah, we're playing. I look back. I'm looking to see where he is, and I see the guys in the fairway. I see his bag, and I'm like, "Where is he?" And my man is up in the woods taking a shit.
No.
His first college golf tournament ever. My first college golf tournament ever. And my man had to go to the woods to relieve
I took
himself.
a shit. 95 degrees. Had to wait and nothing to wipe with. Had to wait 2 holes. I was chafed like no other. I mean, it was miserable, but thank you for turning that around on me.
Yeah, no problem. You asked.
I thought there was a couple other stories.
There is a lot of other stories, but we'll keep those for another time.
Most special accomplishment in your short career of business?
Wow. Tap-in segment, huh?
Willie Roberts said this ain't no tap-in question.
Yeah, this is not a tap-in question. Honestly, I think the biggest success for me was I was fortunate enough to, I started something at 26. I opened a second location, something that my parents built. I opened a second location in Morgantown, and it was great for 4 years, and it turned out to be something I didn't expect it to be. And it was something that I was able to sell, which I thought at 30 years old was a negative. But, I had a 3-year non-compete, and it really started my dad's side of the business, which was the wholesale manufacturing side. And I had a 3-year non-compete. I definitely thought that I was going to be opening up a retail store back in the state of West Virginia after that non-compete ended. But I turned that energy into Yearline Jewelry. And that's when Jonathan and I built our partnership. And, the past 6 years through a pandemic, we have done something that we never expected.
Yep.
We were talking about some numbers in the car today that, we're hitting goals, we're chasing birdies, and, we're having a freaking blast doing it along the way. And we're building great relationships. And hopefully, Jonathan has kids, I have kids. Hopefully, we built something for our kids. So
yeah, they take it
awesome.
over.
That's a great one. That's Chasin Birdies, brother.
That is Chasin Birdies right there. So thanks to the 3 amigos for indulging in some Casamigos.
Casamigos, reposada.
So we going to the hockey game now or what?
So we're going to kick it to Broadway right now, boys. And we're going to buckle the chin straps up and take this show to Broadway. Yep. Thank you again for listening.
Thank you for having me a part of it. And
Bkatz, thanks for
being
chasing
the
here,
birdies,
bud.
man. Keep it going.
And keep those commercials rolling, bud.
Yeah, thank y'all. Thank you to Simpler Media putting this together, and Rachel for her social media expertise. Catch y'all on the flip side.